farmer, I think he calls himself, but actually he's encouraged slash and burn techniques, and the levels of fires in Bolivia are the highest also this year in a number of years. So I don't know the figures and I don't want to give you the wrong number. But here we're trying to say that we need to stop this encouragement of the depletion of rainforests, using fire to burn our rainforests, to make them into a carbon source rather than the carbon sink that they are. And as much as anything about climate change and carbon into our atmosphere, we're killing a lot of animals. We're killing a lot of indigenous people. We're killing a lot of potential life now into the future, and this is causing a huge amount of extinction about species that we've never even discovered. So unless we draw attention to the fact that these fires are causing destruction that is not just replaceable by having a secondary rainforest. You can't just plant trees anywhere. It's very difficult to actually plant the right tree. It's very difficult to regenerate rainforests in the same way. These rainforests have developed for thousands of years, and they're not going to be just simply put in place with a different amount of trees and put a plantation there. It's not the same. And as we lose our biodiversity, we lose our rainforest, we lose our oxygen, we gain more carbon dioxide. All of these things are just lose-lose situations. We need to change them now. So we call upon the Bolivian embassy to reconsider how it's treating its own nature. Not just for us, not just for the world, but for itself. And so I think we give this green heart, this green heart in here, to represent the rainforests and how we need to protect them and protect nature. And this green heart doesn't just represent the damage done in Bolivia, it doesn't just represent the damage done on the rainforests in any country, it represents all nature that should be preserved. So thanks very much.
Woo! Well said.
Okay.
Bravo!
Extinction!
Rebellion!
Extinction!
Rebellion!
Extinction!
Rebellion!
Extinction!
Rebellion!
Okay. Can we get that out?
Don't break him.
Alright, I think that Bolivia is on its lunch break right now, but I'm sure they'll appreciate our gift.
Isn't today Vegan Wednesdays?
Vegan Wednesdays, yes. And of course, a lot of this rainforest destruction has been for two major reasons. It's for beef farming and also soy farming. And it's most often the new farmers that come in and they don't know how to control the deforestation and they can't manage the fires, so they go out of control. And I think 16% of the fires this year are actually in preserved or reserves of Bolivia. So it's not that they are in certain places which have been bought for commercial use, it's the places that have actually gone out of control, because it is impossible to control a fire once you start it, especially if you don't know the area, you don't know the trees, you don't know the wildlife. So, yeah, so we give this heart to the embassy, and thank you very much.
Hey!
Want to lean it against the sidewall.
The door.
What door?
Tie it to the doorknob.
And onwards!
And onwards.
Are we gonna go to?
So I think we're now going to go to the Indonesian embassy. We might stop by at Norway just to say thank you for agreeing not to take any more oil out. Make sure they're going to stick to their promise.